Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, North Parkers and beyond. This week's weekly word comes to us from Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. Proverbs 12:15. It says, "The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice." The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. Now, other proverbs deal with this same issue. Obviously, plans fail for lack of counsel, those sorts of things. But there's a reality here that they're not focusing on so much that the wise listen to advice, so that is an important part, obviously. It's a corollary or the antithesis of what fools do. Fools' way seems right to them. So there's a couple of things that are inherent within that statement. Number one is that fools don't look for advice. They don't look for another perspective. They think what they're doing is right, and so that's good enough for them. They don't research, they don't read, they don't look for other opinions. And if they do research or read or look for other opinions, it's only to find those that agree with them. And so their opinions get hardened and they don't grow, they don't become more nuanced, they don't see the world from different perspectives. And sometimes you're not going to change your opinion after doing all of those things. Sometimes your opinion was absolutely right, but fools' way seems right to them, and so therefore they do not look for or listen to advice. It might very well be that a wise person's opinion turns out to be right, even after they've done their research and done their due diligence and sought a second opinion. They may well wind up doing the exact same thing that they had originally thought would be the best idea. The difference is that they not only seek out, look for advice, but they listen to it. And I think in many ways, one of the things that delineates between a fool and a wise person is the art of listening. And I don't mean listening to find out how you're going to debate or how you're going to disagree or how you're going to nitpick what the other person says to prove them wrong or to make them look a fool. That's an argumentative, quarrelsome person. We talked about that this past Sunday. Those people should never be an elder in the church. That's not the kind of listening I'm talking about. Listening to actually hear them, to hear their perspective, to determine if it has value or not to win an argument, not to be able to prove yourself more informed than they are. If you find yourself in a conversation eagerly chomping at the bit to be able to say, yeah, but, all the time, you're probably in the camp of the fool more than of the wise. And here's the distressing part of it. You probably deem yourself wise. Fools tend to. They believe their way seems right. They don't believe they're fools. They believe they're better informed and have better data and have a better insight and knowledge than you do. Now, that very well may be the case, but the only way to find out is to listen and learn. I would say that in many ways, our social media world hasn't exacerbated anything. It's just increased our awareness that other people disagree with us, that other people see the world from a different perspective. They may or may not be right. They may or may not be wrong. A wise person listens. A fool doesn't. May our great God and King bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may you learn the art of listening, not to further your own argument, but to hear what the world looks like from a different perspective, and then to adjudicate whether or not you agree or don't. With that art of listening, you will be amazed at how many more friends you can have. Thank you. And good morning, good afternoon, or good night.